You know, obviously, I love to serve you the best music that I can play for you. But what makes it more special, what makes it even more special, is when I have a special guest who is so dynamic among many levels. It is a pleasure and honor to be welcoming a lady who's no stranger to us. But what I did find out in the short period of time in preparing to speak with her today, I found out that she is born on the same sign as I am. I'm actually 6 days before her, which tells me a little about her personality. But she has been such a beacon of light, such a wonderful hope of inspiration for us over the years. And her songs, but her one song alone has empowered, uplifted, encouraged, and a lot of people have held on to it. So it is a pleasure to be welcoming a lady of royalty, and she is the queen of disco. Miss Gloria Gaynor, welcome to the Quiet Storm. It's nice to have you in the company.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here.
Fellow Virgo,
Mm, yeah,
very, very,
nice.
very, very meticulous, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
We strive for perfection, don't we?
Mm-hmm. We try.
And you're very and very humble, as you can tell. Well, we got to tell everyone on February 8th, Saturday, February 8th, on Lifetime, our good friend Robin Roberts of Good Morning America will be presenting the I Will Survive the Gloria Gaynor Story. Now, as much as, you know, I know how shy you can be, how difficult is this, or how much of an honor, I should say, is this for you to have this story told about you?
It's a great honor. It's a great honor not only to have someone tell the story, but to believe that there are many people that would like to hear it, that are interested. I often say, you're not insignificant unless you think you are, but you're not important unless somebody else thinks you are.
Understood, understood. And I know how I can be, and I'm pretty sure that we kind of share the same characteristic in this regard. That we don't want our business on Front Street.
Mm,
We
yeah.
kind of keep very, very private. You seem to be very reserved, are you not?
Yes.
So to do this meant a lot. But I'm sure you've seen over the years, though, how effective this one song, and it took a while, because, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gloria Gaynor, she had songs out in '74. I mean, but in 1979, that magic happened, and this song came to the forefront, and you must have seen a tremendous turn in your career. Talk on that.
I did see a great change in my career, and I believed that I would when I first heard the words to the song, because I believe that the song, the lyrics celebrate the tenacity of the human spirit. I believe that this song was encouraging, uplifting, empowering for me, and I believed that it was. As a matter of fact, I said it to the producers. I'm I'm relating to this song right now. The fact that I'm standing here in a back brace, having had surgery on my spine recently.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking about the fact that my mother passed away when I was only 25 years old, wondered if I'd ever survive that. And
Wow.
so these things are made tolerable by the words of this song, telling you that you can overcome, that you can survive whatever it is that you're going through. As I said, the song is uplifting, empowering, encouraging. And so that was the reason why I really wanted to record it and believe that it would resonate with everybody.
And it has done that time and time again, and still does. From 1979 to 2025, I think you
Hmm.
have done a wonderful job in your delivery, and the impact of the song is makes everyone speechless. We have Miss Gloria Gaynor, yes, the queen of disco, Miss Gloria Gaynor, with us tonight inside the Quiet Storm. And um, I want to, I know I'm going to go off format, but I want to play "I Will Survive" tonight, even though we're kind of keeping it grown and sexy. It's important that we impact the moment, so we will get to that in just a moment. But let's go into a previous song. Give me one of your previous songs that you loved, a slow song preferred, that meant so much to you at that time.
Well, the very first song I ever wrote was in my opinion, a beautiful love song called "I'm Still Yours." It was on one of my very first albums, and I still love the song. It's still a beautiful ballad, and it talks about um, very different from I Will Survive, almost opposite of I Will Survive, saying to someone that I can't move on with a love life with someone else because I'm still yours. But it is still a pretty song, and some of us find ourselves there from time to time.
From time to time. You're absolutely right. Gloria Gaynor. It's a rare opportunity and a wonderful treat to have this lady in my company tonight. The soft, the warmest, and the coziest spot to be is right here where you are inside of the Quiet Storm. I'm Lenny Green, and joining me tonight is the Grammy Award winner, the most dynamic, humblest lady I've met. And because she's born in the sign of Virgo, and because I got to be a little biased in that alone, because I know how Virgos can be. But we have Miss Gloria Gaynor with us tonight. And on Saturday, February 8th, I want you to lock into Lifetime because Robin Roberts of Good Morning America and her production company has put together I Will Survive, the Gloria Gaynor Story. It's a biopic. And there's a dynamic lady, Tony Award winning actress from Broadway that is portraying you, Joaquina Kalukango. Uh, did you know, did you see, did you hear before she was actually cast who this lady was or this young lady was, or you just kind of, trusted everyone's opinion and you just kind of went with what they told you?
Well, I trusted Robin to get together with her team and choose the right person, and I was right in doing that because they absolutely chose the right person. What Joaquina is just amazing actress, and she really embodied the story as she played the part, and I'm very very pleased with her
And she
performance.
just recently got a chance to meet you. She didn't meet you beforehand.
Yes, we met today. We met
Praise,
today the first
praise him.
time. We had a Zoom meeting where we met, that way,
Right.
but in person we just met for the first time today.
And she captured your movements, your personality in every way, shape, and form.
She did. She she
Wow.
she must have studied long and hard, but she did well. She
I'm
did.
sure she did. So you weren't the author, but were you able to contribute in terms of giving the writers an idea of the song "I Will Survive" and that's how they came up with it, or was this just a divine intervention moment and they had a song and they said, "Gloria, we got a song that would be great for you." Which one was it?
I honestly don't know how or why Robin decided to do this, my story. I'm very pleased that she did, but I don't know what her motivation was.
No, no. Well, I think I have an understanding of what her motivation was because she was very kind to share publicly her challenge with cancer, and
Yeah.
that song, your song,
Mhm.
as with it has touched so many lives in different ways at different times for different reasons, has pulled her through
Oh, wonderful.
uh, her moments. But I'm saying in the writing of the song, back in
Mhm.
the day when the writers came to you about "I Will Survive," did you contribute to it by, sharing your story, your life with them, or did they just come up creatively with "I Will Survive," the song?
No, what happened was that I was sent to them to record a different song that the record company president had
Oh,
chosen. And when I got there, I asked them what would be the B-side, and they said they weren't sure what kind of songs. They asked me what kind of songs I like. I said I like songs that are uplifting, encouraging, empowering. And they, did a little powwow for a few minutes, came back and said, "We think you're the one we've been waiting for to record this song we wrote 2 years ago."
wow.
So as I've been saying and keep saying, because I believe it to be true, that God said to them, "Look, sit down, write a song, hold on to it. I'm going to send you somebody."
And you were that gift.
And yeah, I was the one. It was my
And
gift, actually.
well, yeah, it was twofold, no question.
Yeah.
So I've read over the years that it's hard having a career and being in a relationship.
Hmm.
And I know your husband was your manager as well.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So you could relate to the song on many different levels because
Absolutely.
without having a career and just
Hmm.
being in a relationship can be challenging in itself, but having a career and then you're dealing with your significant other in a managerial way, how
Hmm.
challenging can that be?
Extremely challenging. Extremely challenging. And I was naive and unable to assess his ability to do the job. I really got it all wrong and suffered for it.
Wow. And when you say suffered,
I mean, I suffered because of his inability to manage me the way I thought that he could. I suffered in my relationship because it was difficult to deal with him on a business level at the same time as trying to have a marriage.
yeah, that's challenging. What would you say to anyone who is in those kind of situations? Because it's not, it doesn't mean that every situation is going to turn out bad, but
No,
it can be challenging.
it
You're
can be.
speaking to a person.
Yeah, it can be very challenging, and you need to know. I think the greatest thing I learned from my marriage is that two half people don't make a whole marriage.
Wow.
And so he was not complete in himself. I was not complete in myself before we got into the marriage, and we didn't even know that. So,
Wow.
it was doomed from the beginning.
Well, you know what? A wonderful blessing unfolded,
Yeah.
and it's called I Will Survive. And you have definitely survived over the years, and you're going to continue to blossom because, look, this lady is glowing more than she even recognizes it. Miss Gloria Gaynor is with me, and I'm going to break the format a little bit. I got to play I Will Survive because everyone loves this song immensely. And on Saturday, February 8th, not only will you hear the song, but you're going to hear a special treat. We're going to come back with Gloria Gaynor and find out what that special treat is at the end of the film. But make sure you're locked in on Lifetime, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central to enjoy I Will Survive, the Gloria Gaynor Story. Let's drop it, y'all. Sit back and stand up and have a good time and shout because Miss Gloria Gaynor is in the sexiest place in the city, and that's the Quiet Storm. The Quiet Storm is soft and warm and comfortable, and it's wonderful to be inspired and uplifted by music. Music has a tendency to do that for us anyway. But this particular lady who is with us tonight, this queen, this dynamic Grammy Award winning songstress and songwriter, gave us the gift of gifts. She said she was given a gift, but little did she know she became the gift to so many over the years, whether it was empowering or uplifting. Miss Gloria Gaynor has been in our company, and I got to let her go. But I know you're from Newark, New Jersey, and I'm
Yes.
from New York. And I also there was another a dynamic lady who was probably moving by you, or you could have crossed paths in studios, and that's of course Dr. Sissy Houston. God bless her soul.
Hmm.
Um, Coming from the same neighborhood, y'all had to know each other.
Well, I did meet her on several occasions. I met her on her own once we were both engaged, doing the same engagement, and then I met her through her daughter, Whitney.
And wow, what a dynamic! Newark, New Jersey. Y'all put Newark, New Jersey on the map.
Mhm.
Y'all upset at Newark in a tremendous way. Before I let you go, Miss Gloria Gaynor, tonight, I just want you to impart what is the special surprise that we heard about that's going to come at the end of the film, the biopic. I Will Survive, the story of Gloria Gaynor. At the end, what happens?
Well, what happens at the end is that there's a new song coming from an EP that I'm going to release shortly after the documentary. It's called Fida Known. And
Right.
it talks about, if I'd have known you were not worthy, if I'd have known that I was not making right decisions, I would have done things differently. And it's a really good upbeat song. I think people are going to love it. And I can't wait to hear what people have to say about it.
I hope you're ready for the next tier of your life because there's no stopping you now. It hasn't been no stopping you. You've been performing for years, and you love
Yes,
it. I still, I hope.
I still love it. I still love it. Yeah, absolutely.
I won't be. I gotta speak on this because since inside of the Quiet Storm, we talk about love and relationships. And you said if you would have known, if we all would have known. What's the best way, in your opinion, now that you have gotten knowledge and life experiences underneath your belt? What is the best advice you can give us when it comes to trying to get to know someone? Even though I don't personally feel that we get to know everyone, every aspect of that person, but what would you say the better approach should be these days?
Well, you have to hear what people are saying, really listen to what people are saying, watch what they're doing, and see if what they say lines up with what they do. See if what they say lines up with their actions. And you have to know yourself and know what you want and what you want in a person. And my mother used to say, "Say well is nice, but do well is so much better." So when the person doesn't follow through on the things that their promises that they're making to you, or even to themselves, then you recognize that this is a person that doesn't really know themselves, certainly don't know you, and it's going to be a bumpy road at best.
Wow. Sound advice. And thank you for that, dropping that gem. And thank you for your gift of gifts that you have given us. Like I said, get ready for the next tier because something tells me upon this documentary this biopic being shown, it's not going to stop. So I hope you're ready for the next hurdle. Keep singing and keep performing. We can't wait to see you live because it's always turns into a great, memorable, unforgettable moment. So God bless you in your walk, and thank you for giving us all that you do. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday, February 8th, Robin Roberts, Good Morning America, Rocket Robert Productions presents I Will Survive, the Gloria Gaynor Story on Lifetime, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. You do not want to miss it. And I suggest if you're going to be out, or even if you're going to be watching it, you definitely want to record it because you're going to want to see it over and over again. And playing your husband in this film is a brother who has been a part of Ladies, You're Going to Like It. Lance Gross is playing the character of her husband in this biopic. So it's going to be wonderful. Gloria Gaynor, bless you. And thank you, Miss Filibergo, for doing all that you do.
A pleasure. God bless.
This is the Quiet Storm.